G'day team, and welcome back to the channel. My name's Tony, this is the mighty Overlander, and we are on our way north. We've just made the turn off to Wedge Island for a quick overnight camp on the coast. It's been a little while since I've done a coastal camp out, so kind of looking forward to this one. Today I am joined by Alex in his very well modified Jimny. I think that the cargo section of his Jimny is arguably one of the best that I've seen actually. He's also running the Drifter rooftop tent. And then I'm also joined by Andrew Phan from Fantastic Adventures on Instagram, who's potentially got the most modified FJ cruiser in the world. So we'll definitely be taking a look through both of those rigs. Now, we've just made the turn off towards Wedge Island, and I'm looking forward to this one because we'll do the air down as soon as we get to the beach, and then we'll be taking some of these awesome backtracks to our campsite. Andrew is cooking dinner tonight, so that's going to be pretty cool. And then I'll be cooking breakfast in the morning. Depending on what the weather's like, I'm hoping that I can get the drone up. It is a little bit windy out there. But yeah, depending on what the weather's like, we should be able to get a little bit of a fish in, but it's a pretty strong sea breeze at the moment, so it might be somewhat futile to try just yet. We'll see what the weather's doing later on. If the weather does remain pretty blowy, then at least it will be a good opportunity to try out the new rooftop tent in some slightly more adverse weather conditions. So yeah, definitely looking forward to that. But yeah, oh well, I guess we'll start airing down pretty soon and we'll get ourselves onto the track. Now, this camping episode is brought to you by Wild Track Leisure Australia, so if you do want to check out any of the camping gear that I personally use, head over to wildtrack.com.au or visit your local stockers. We've got some pretty awesome Wild Track gear coming out soon, and today I'm also going to showcase a couple of items now that I've been using around the campsite on the other content that we do on the Wild Track YouTube channel and also on the Full Drive and Adventure Show on Channel 7. So yeah, I'll take you through a bit of a walkthrough of those as well. Alright team, well, we'll be at the beach pretty soon, so it'll be time to air down and hit those tracks. See you out there. All right, so here we are, team, and I tell you what, this site it has to be the best one. It has to be. It's so good. So I'm going to try and keep my back to the wind a little bit because it is a bit windy. I won't lie, it is a bit windy, and I didn't expect it to be this blowy, but you know what? I'm not complaining because this is so good. All right, so really awesome track coming in. But it's about 5 o'clock now. We're all set up. We've got the fire going. Andrew's starting dinner, and yeah, this is just so good. So, two of the best looking Jimneys in Western Australia, has to be. Both running the Drifter 1.2 rooftop tents. We're not going to bother getting awnings out today because it's just too windy, because we've also got Big Dog over here with the biggest awning in the world, and that's going to give us plenty of shelter if we need it. I really like the way that Alex has got his Jimny set up. It's a really nice stealthy looking build, and the best part about it is what's on the inside, but we're going to have a look about that one a little bit later. Then of course we've got just this absolute zombie apocalypse car over here. This is an absolute beast. So Andrew's FJ Cruiser, you may remember from what modified episode were you?
16.
Modified episode 16, so the early days of Ronnie Dale's modified gear. Yeah, number 16. So I was 99 and Andrew was 16. Absolutely brilliant. So looking here in the back, I mean, it doesn't get any neater than that. That is so good. But we've already got the fire going, or Andrew got it going, and we're going to get dinner going. What's for dinner tonight, man?
Oh, I'm making a special fried rice, my specific special fried rice for you, with a roast pork cooked in the camp oven. And then a bit of dessert later on is apple pie with custard.
Well, I'm going to go home probably 2-3 kilos heavier than what I started. Well, what are you drinking, man?
Oh, just some waters, really.
Some waters.
Nah,
excellent.
Cheapest at the shop, really.
Cheapest at the shop. Too easy. All right, team, look, and of course with the setup that has been changing and ever evolving, we've got the new rooftop tent on. Okay, so this is going to be the first time you guys see it actually on the channel in a camp out scenario, but I've been running it now for about 3 months, and I've been using it in particular on the full drive show and the wild track content that we've been doing. It's been absolutely phenomenal. I've taken the young fella out in it. He thinks it's an awesome little cubby house, and it's really, really handy. So I'm really enjoying it so far. That one's been a bit of a cracker. All right, so how good is this view? Look at that. You cannot go wrong. Some of the drone footage that we got on the way in was absolutely phenomenal. So yeah, very much looking forward to tonight's festivities. Few beers, some good food, good company. I'm looking forward to this one, mate. This one's going to be an absolute cracker.
Spot, man. It should be a good night.
Yeah, I reckon this is going to be good. I'm really happy with this spot, actually. Yeah. We do, however, at some point, either this afternoon or tomorrow, have to go through your rig.
Happy to take you through it.
Yeah, because I'm, in particular, the way that you've got the cargo system in the back set up with the drawer fridge and all that kind of stuff.
It's an easy DIY kind of job to do. So if Jimny owners at home want to copy it, it's easy.
Yeah, excellent.
Easy replicable.
So yeah, that's something I'm really keen to look through. And then also with Andy P.
Hey mate.
Very much looking forward to going through the FJ with you.
I mean, it's kind of, you know, what's the word? Sentimental that it's come back to the same spot to do another modified episode, kind of.
Yeah.
With you this time.
Oh, did you come here to do it?
Well, yeah. Well, it's that Wedge.
Oh, there you go.
So Ronnie did my modified episode at Wedge, and now we're going to do one here.
How good.
With the mighty Overlander.
How good, how good. All right, team, look, we are going to get dinner on the go, have a bit of a chill out, and I may even, depending on how this wind goes, I may even quickly sort the fishing rod out and take a squid jig down to the beach and have a bit of a flickaroo. But we'll see how we go. All right, enjoy, and we will see you when the sun's about to go down and we're about to have dinner. Right, so campsite is all set up and we've already started dinner.
Oh, scared me, mate.
Scared me. So, what have we got going on here? I'm going to turn it over to you now, mate.
Oh,
here,
mate.
have the microphone.
No.
Yeah. Here you go. Hold that. There you go.
Okay.
So,
Right.
talk to me.
Put the pork on, and it's slowly cooking.
Yep.
Nice and slowly. I think Harry from Fire the Fork will be pretty proud of it. And chopped up some onions and garlic and stuff ready for the fried rice. It's got the fire going. We're not going to throw too many because I don't think we have enough wood for the rest of the night if we throw it too fast. but it's cooking slowly. I'll open that up. Let's just move some of these coals out of the way.
Whoa.
It's slowly cooking. Look at that. I think you boys are ready for some dinner soon.
Sounds good.
Alright, take me over to the setup and show me your camp kitchen.
My camp kitchen. Alright. Well, what do you want to know?
Everything.
Everything. Alright, so I use that as the freezer, fridge freezer, sink that comes out, drawer, and then this is what I use for the fridge, for drinks and whatnot. The oven, which has the dessert ready to go. All the panels for switchings, turning on the fridge, compressor, pumps and stuff. The cooker sits in here with a table in this little slot. Bring the cooker out, gas is connected directly at the back, which sits inside the box. The box stores a lot of camping gear and stuff like that. And underneath I have a 50-litre water, which is gravity fed, and also plumbed around the car as pump fed for the shower as well. At the back, 240 volt if I needed to connect up to here for coffee machine, and pantry, salt, pepper, coffee, oils, you store it all up here, nice and neat out of the way. But yeah, this is basically the camp. Just nice, easy, pull out, get to camp, start cooking straight away, you know, quick and easy.
And what about your rooftop tent setup?
I went for the Motop. Originally did have an alu-cab. The only reason change was because I just wanted to fit under the garage at home. But yeah, it's a Motop with a 270-degree awning. I forgot whose that's by, but it's a really strong and really solid awning.
Now, it's pretty windy here at the moment, and you
It
don't
is.
even have any weightage
Nah.
or anything like that. Yeah.
So there's no legs, no poles, no like legs out, no guide ropes out, and it is solid. I've had this in really strong wind and absolutely love it. And so yeah, the awning is by Bush Company, 270-degree max, I think that's what they call it, and it is epic. It is heavy, but it is strong. It is something that I like. It is strong. I reckon I can probably do a pull up right in that corner. Yeah.
All right. So for the rest of the dinner,
Yeah, mate.
you said that you're going to be doing fried rice.
Fried rice, that's it. I have everything set up ready to go. So I bought a little fry pan wok type of thing, onion, garlic, and the rice is out with all the other extra ingredients. So not too long, I'll start frying that up. Everyone that I've cooked it for loves it, including people from work. I might cook it and show you guys how I do it, and then you can cook it at home. So everyone can know the recipe, it's fine. It's a little family secret that I've made. I don't know why they love it, but they love it.
Awesome.
I hope you love it too.
Oh, mate, I will. I will. All right. So give me the microphone here.
There you go, bud.
All right. That looks pretty awesome, mate. So,
Thanks, appreciate it.
and you've got a phenomenal vehicle set up here. We're going to have a look on the inside tomorrow.
Yeah, sure.
And check out before we all do our pack up. But
Yeah.
that's pretty good. Well, I'll leave you to crack on with this, mate. I'm
Get
going
ready for
to.
dinner for you, mate.
Yeah, thanks, brother. I'm going to grab the rod and head down for a quick flick. Now, I'm not going to do what I usually do with the head cam and all that kind of stuff. I'm just going to set the camera up, and if something happens, then I'll crack on. All I'm going to do today is just a quick squid flick, mainly because if we do catch something, it's something that we can add to as a bit of a side dish to our dinner. All right, so yeah, but it's getting a little bit later now, and I think it's about perfect squidding time. The tide has come in a fair bit already, so yeah. Now once the sun is down a bit more, one of the other things that I do want to show you is this here. Actually, I'll do it now. Bugger it. So this is what I've now done with my lighting around the campsite. So I've changed everything to these base 300 lights from Wild Track. These have really kind of revolutionised the way that I've done everything. So they're a magnetic mount. You may have seen these before. You've got 3 intensities of white here, You've got your red flashing, pretty handy on the back of the car, especially if you have a breakdown or anything like that, or if you want to mark a trail out. But also my favourite, which is the Mozzie repellent orange. I run 3 of them now. So I've got one on the back door. If I am not using the awning, I just have it on the back door just to light up the other side of the campsite. But more so under the rooftop tent and over the top of the camp kitchen. Now, one of the things that I've done recently is I've picked up a Jetboil Genesis. This was actually a gift from Dave, the owner of Wild Track. He gave me this one for my birthday, so thanks very much, Dave. It's muchly appreciated. And what I do with this one, I'm not going to bother setting it up right now, you'll see in the morning when I set it up, is I set this one up. Hang on. So the way that I set this one up is I actually take the hose and I put it up underneath straight to the gas bottle now, sitting on the K-On table. So yeah, that's worked out really, really well. And the other thing that I've got set up in the rooftop tent at the moment is the base 3, so not the base 300, the S4000 jump starter and power station from Wild Track. That one's really interesting actually, because I can run all my USB related stuff from it, but I can also use it as a 12 volt system. And this means that I'm able to do all of that kind of stuff. So like run my heated blanket up there, charge my phone, all that kind of good gas there. But in between time, looks like we've got other people on the beach. In between time, look, I'm gonna quickly grab my rod and head down. The breeze isn't too bad, but it's kind of coming kind of this way. So I'm just going to go around the corner a little bit and have a bit of a flick. And if I catch something, yeah, you'll see it on camera. But I'm not going to spend too much time on it at the moment. All right, team, I'll see you after. Alrighty then. Let's see if we can get ourselves. See, I've got my boots on. You're a moron, Tony. I don't think I'll get anything here. I don't think we'll get anything here. Yeah. All right, team, so back at the campsite, and we thought that this would be a good chance to quickly go through your cargo setup. In particular, having a look at Alex's cargo setup in the back of the Jimny, the fridge drawer, and also his molly setup, because I think it's really neat, and also your 12 volt setup. So I'm going to give you the microphone.
Alrighty.
So you can have that.
I'll grab that, thank you.
He's going to take us on a fly through the...
Well, come on through, team. So this is it. A little bit tidied up so you guys can see it all. Basically, used to be a little bit different when I first got the car, but decided, I guess, space is a premium in the old Jimneys. So the best way to maximise that is to create, I guess, a level fitting there. So I have an XTM drawer on the right side here, and that basically has all my everyday camping equipment. So we've got guy ropes, pegs, straps, coffee stuff, and then kitchenware, so fry pans and all that sort of junk. On the other side here, we've got a 30 litre drawer fridge. And for like a weekend camp, you can fit quite a lot of stuff in there. Previously downsizing from a 47 litre flip top one, which used to sit maybe about that high, so you kind of lose nearly that whole side there.
Just quietly, that is awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty good bang for buck kind of mod there. And yeah, I think for the car, you kind of have to work with the size of the car you got. So functionally, it does work pretty well. 12 volt system wise, just have a slimline AGM battery, so nothing too fancy there, with a control box. So the idea originally was to get the control box as high up as possible, because my fridge used to power through the same 12 volt connectors, and when it used to slide in and out, it used to have a lot of cabling issues. So that was the plan there. I am thinking about upgrading it to a more modern slimline box. There's a few on the market now that are a bit nicer, but for now it kind of does the job. And then other than that, got a few just general camping accessories there. So all lighting and stuff just sits in that pouch there. Got your kitchen roll and things there. And yeah, kind of the main goal at this stage of the car is just to create more space. The old setup used to work good for weekend camps, but
trying to do more than 2 days, you need to pack a lot of food, water, supplies. So I feel like this is the best balance for kind of our little Jimnys fitting in. But other than that, on the far side here as well, tried to maximise a bit of wing storage. So tables, sleeping bags, all that sort of junk goes down the side too. So you can kind of keep that off the edge.
Thought about, in particular for that side, putting the gull wing?
Yes, the gull wing I kind of want to do on both sides, to be honest, because you can make use of both sides of the mole panel, and just when you're camping, set up awning out everything, it does make the car a lot more accessible. Again, it's just kind of getting around to doing it, I guess. Like, the windows are a little bit expensive, but I think that would actually transform a car quite a lot. You can run all your 12 volt straight out the window, no door jams getting kind of stuck with cables. You can pull up cables straight to your roof tent if you want to run one, or out to your swag, whatever you're doing. So yeah, the gull wings are a good bit of kit, but yeah, again, it just another thing on the list, isn't it? Hey, so it keeps going, but it is a good idea. Yeah.
No worries. Now, we run the same rooftop tent?
Same tent, yeah, same size, yeah.
You've had yours a bit longer than I have.
Yeah, slightly longer, but not too bad.
What's your experience so far been with it?
Was pleasantly surprised. Ever since I purchased the Jimny, I always wanted a rooftop tent. Probably sounds a bit of a cop-out, but I think about 6 months after I ordered my Jimny, I found out the roof limit was only 30 kilos, so the dream kind of shattered. This tent, I think, is probably the best bang for buck in terms of size and everything that fits our cars. After putting it on, I didn't notice much load change in the way the car handles and things like that. We just went up and down the dunes for a couple of hours, and the cars honestly felt as if it wasn't on there. So I quite like it. It depends on if that's your thing. I know there's a lot of people against rooftop tents and how the car handles. For what I use the car for, it's mainly just camping, so I'm not a crazy off-roader. So if you're into hard tracks and wheeling, it might be a bit of a con. But I think for just weekend camps, it's probably better than having a swag on the roof, to be honest. But
yeah, look, I mean, I discussed this in the little fly-through video that I did the other day. Look, if I was to really add everything up that I was carrying prior,
the weight adds up quickly.
Yeah, it's like with the gun barrel. I mean, I had for one of a better measurement, close to 20 kilos in an awning.
Yeah,
30 kilos in the rack. Max tracks, lights, and then you're throwing 12 to 15 kilos of fuel, and then swag and stretcher, and then I also had the front runner table.
Yeah, adds up.
All of a sudden, I was 85, 90 kilos, so
you're probably like half the weight now.
Oh, yeah, now it's somewhere between 45 and 55. I haven't weighed it, but just going off, advertised weights of stuff, it's about 50.
Yeah.
And look, we did some pretty gnarly...
Yeah, there's a lot of it's not like rock crawling, but there was some pretty sketchy slopes and drives. So it's not like it really changes the car's characteristics. I think it depends what you really put in the car sometimes as well, and how the suspension's going to load and handle. But yeah, honestly, for the weight that it is, it's pretty light for how comfy and how much room you get up there, and the materials are solid. I've camped in some bad windy weathers, and it's held up fine. So you just have to set it up for how you want. Cool. But it does the job.
Well,
does
thanks,
it well.
man. That's
not a problem.
That's greatly appreciated. I think your setup, like I said before, guys, this is arguably my favourite cargo setup in a Jimny. I think that this is mint.
I think it's just nice. Like, the idea was always keep it simple and easy to pack up and down is always the worst thing when you're camping. So trying to make everything accessible that you need, and I guess I did this all myself, so it's all pretty replicable. So you can buy off the shelf drawers and fridges and a bit of plywood, and you're good to go. So
for sure,
there's not a lot of shops that do off the shelf fit outs for our cars. So in a way, it's good. You can set it up to how you want. So
well, you've done extremely well, man. Good job.
Thanks, Tony. Appreciate it, mate.
Probably best part of the car though would have to be
the sticker. It's a freshie right there.
Represent. No, you've done really well, mate. This is
MightyOverlander.com.au. Merch packs available soon.
Merch packs available soon.
Jumpers, hats coming soon, guys.
There's very few Jimnys out there that I would say are as cleanly built. Like mine certainly isn't. Mine's a bit of a shit show on the inside at the moment.
But it's the same thing. It goes back to what the function. Mine's a weekend warrior, so it's okay to be a bit tidy and basic, but if I went for like a gun barrel, I think I'd struggle in accessibility and gear and stuff like that. So it really depends on what you're doing.
It is, and look, this is something that I've discussed as well with people in regards to you know, what kind of mods that you should do first and blah, 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 blah. Look, overall, you know, look at what activity that you're going to be doing.
Yeah, I think so.
Are you going to be doing
take it out, I guess, early. You can still modify it if you want from the factory, like lift kit and stuff, I think is always a good benefit. But take it out camping, and my setup's changed maybe 4 or 5 times since I first went out, and you kind of, you just get an idea of what you like and what you don't, so it changes as you go, but you have to practice it. You can't really copy. I don't think it always works that well. Hey,
no. And the thing is that if someone was to go, you know, look, this is a good inspiration point, you know, same as what I've 100%. Done, same as what Andrew's done. It's a good inspiration point.
Definitely has ways to go too, hey, so, you know, you can always, this can definitely be improved in a lot of ways, like
K on the shelf up there and a K on drop table.
That's been thinking about it. Gets a few of the small items up, out and out of the way, like, and it looks nice too, like it's good, smart kit, like space, like everything about the Jimny is using every bit of space you can. That's it's 100%. There's a few things that I kind of plan on doing as well, but that's the thing. You got to get your car out there and see what you want to do to it. So
for sure, man, for sure. Well, what do you reckon? Let's go and check out with Andrew and see how dinner's going.
Sounding pretty good over there.
It's sounding absolutely amazing, and
poor guy's been slaving away as well. I feel a bit guilty, but excited for dinner.
Playing silly buggers with fishing rods and stuff. So it is what it is.
Catching
all right, cool. Let's catch the seaweed. So let's go over here and see how Andrew's going, and he's going to show you the ins and outs of how a really nice campfire
over to you, sir. Oh no, that's a lie.
And really good campfire pork belly, but also a really good
fried rice
recipe that's going to be great to use around the campfire. All right,
100%.
It's going to be over to Andrew over at the camp kitchen in the FG.
Getting there. I don't know what Tony wants me to do, but show you guys how to cook some eggs. How I make my eggs anyway. I use a lot of butter, but I don't think Tony really minds about the butter. Everything is better with butter. So basically cracked 5 eggs, bit of salt, bit of pepper, and basically whisk it up. Now I like to cook my eggs separate from the fried rice because in my personal opinion, if you cook your fried rice with the eggs in it later, it goes all mushy. And you want your rice bit, you know, not mushy. All right, first round of eggs, almost done, as you can see. Nice golden brown, very nice golden brown. I'm gonna do 3 more lots of them. The ratio is probably enough food tonight for probably like 6 to 8 people. There's only 3 of us, but I don't think they're going to complain. All right, guys, for the main menu tonight, we have my specific fried rice that a lot of my friends and my family absolutely love. So I thought I'll share it tonight with Tony and Alex. And if they both don't like it, they're still got to eat it. So that's the only thing here. So
locked in.
Yeah. So first things first, the eggs are cooked. Like I said, I like to cook them separately because the eggs get mushy if you cook it in with the fried rice. It smells bloody good. Ooh. Now, time for the fried rice. Now, I cook it slightly different. I use bacon. I think it's just quick and easy for camp as well. Onions and garlic, pre-chopped, basic. Eggs, some rice, and we just basically put it all together. But there's a few ingredients that I put in there that make it kind of taste a little bit better.
Looking forward to it.
All right, first things first is I put a little bit of oil in the pan. And let's oil this pan up for you so it doesn't stick. Now, a lot of people probably don't know this, but fried rice is generally designed to be cooked with leftover rice. So don't make fried rice with rice that you've just cooked because it's not going to be good. It's going to be soggy. You need it slightly hard and a bit one-day-old rice. So make sure if you ever make this specific recipe, try and do it with some old rice. All right. So oil's in, heat it up, some onion and garlic, pop it in, let that cook, and it will start to smell very, very good. All right. Now that the onions and garlic are nice and brown, they look really good and it smells really delicious, you add the bacon. Now bacon's already cooked, sort of, but you let that cook until they're brown as well. All right guys, next step is to grab the frozen peas. Easy thing, get it from Coles or Woolies. Pack of frozen peas and corn and capsicum, drop it in, let it heat up. Now this is where I grabbed some soy sauce. Now I just grabbed the sashimi soy sauce. It's not as salty, it's really good. Add it in. There's already salt from the bacon, so don't add too much. Drizzle it on top and let that cook in. Oh, now that's starting to smell good. All right. Now we got to wait for it to heat up, get cooking. All right, now that the veggies are nice and hot, it's all smelling really good and really tasty, you want to add the rice in. Now, I always add cold rice. I don't add cooked hot rice. So you add cold rice that's from a day old to 2 days old, and then you add it in, and you let that cook and fry in with the rest of the sauces. So break the rice up, let that suck in all the juices and the salts and everything from the bacon, from the soy sauce, and from the veggies, and just mix it up slowly and then let it mix in. And then there's one more ingredient after that, and I'll show you that in a second. All right, now that the rice is nice and warm, it's all broken up, the sauces have been absorbed into the rice, I add this. So this is sweet soy sauce. It's also the brand ABC. You can get them probably at Woolies and everything as well. Drizzle a good amount of this on top. Like this. Drizzle, drizzle, drizzle. Drizzle a nice amount. It's a bit windy, so. And this is what gives it the flavor and the color. All right. And then stir fry that up, mix it up, and let it fry together. And that's basically it. That's the fried rice done for you. So, fried rice is pretty much done. It's nice and hot. It's cooked in, everything's cooked. Now remember the eggs, they were separated. I've cut them into like squares, drop them in. As much or as little as you like. I might have put too much egg, but we'll leave some on the side. Now the eggs are in, mix it in with everything. This is smelling absolutely delicious. I hope the boys do like it. Now, another ingredient that I do add is coriander. Some people like it, some people don't. You don't have to add it. I absolutely love coriander. It gives it an absolutely authentic Asian taste to it. So I'm going to cut some up. Over here, some coriander. Like so, put that in the sink. Drop the coriander on top. Like so. And mix that in. Beautiful. All right, now this here is the roast that was cooking on the campfire. There's a nice crackling on it. Now, let me show you. Check that out. Can you hear that? Nice crackling. So I'm going to cut that up, put it on top, and then serve it to the guys and see what they think. Let's cut this up and see what it looks like. Now, I learned this quite recently. If you're going to cut your roast pork, turn it upside down so the crackling doesn't go everywhere. You're actually cutting into soft and then into hard rather than trying to break it and then it just cracks everywhere. So turn it upside down first. Dinner's ready, boys?
Yeah, yep.
Let's get your plates up, shall we? And I've got it for you.
Okay, all right. Yep.
Wherever. Dinner's ready. He's too excited. Too excited.
Hang on, I've got to put that back in.
It's a bit windy out here. I don't want things flying around, so make sure you put your stuff back.
What's cooking, good looking?
Oh, mate. Alex, dig into this, mate.
Brother, you got plates up.
I do. Plate it up.
It's ready.
ready for you.
Too much for us.
Literally yelled out, grab the plates.
Grab the plate, as in the plates that are ready for you.
Okay.
All right, guys. All right, boys are around camp.
Look at that.
Yeah, mate.
All right, that's fried rice. My special fried rice with roast pork
This is gourmet.
with crackling. Let's go. You boys have a taste and tell us what you guys all reckon. All right, bring the microphone around, shall we?
This looks actually next level, man. All right, here we go.
Oh man.
Hey, holy dooly.
What do you guys reckon?
This is too nice to eat camping, man.
Oh, man.
Spoil all as well, hey. Like,
Big thumbs up.
Massive
They both
thumbs up.
approve.
awesome, man.
That is so good. Good job, man. Good
Awesome.
job.
All right.
We are going to tuck down on this because this is so good. Now, I've got a bit of a time lapse going. It's going to capture the night.
That's it.
And the next time you see us will probably be in the actually, you'll see me next up in the rooftop tent giving you a bit of a rundown on how the rooftop tent's set up if I haven't had too many sherbets by then. But first off, thanks, mate.
You're welcome.
This is phenomenal. And we are going to tuck down, I think.
Yeah, let's just enjoy the rest of the camp and enjoy the dinner and company and food. That's it.
You betty. All right, let's get into it. Good morning, team. What an absolutely glorious morning it is out there. So we are going to get up and I'm going to start cooking the boys up some breakfast. But yeah, tell you what, that was a pretty good night. And look at that. It just doesn't get any better than that. That's absolutely fantastic. Yeah, beautiful evening. It was a little bit blowy, like wind-wise, but I didn't feel it too much in here actually. Like, I thought that there'd be a lot of slapping going on and everything. Oh, it was pretty good. So, yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised. Yeah, I'm gonna get up, make some Tony's gourmet scramble for the lads, and then we'll probably get out of here. But see you by the campsite. Righto team, so we are all packed up and ready to hit the trail on the way back home. So first off, thank you very much for watching this episode. If this is your first time to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Like it if you like the video, and share it with your mates, because it does help small content creators like myself grow. Andrew,
Thank you very much, mate.
thanks very much for dinner, mate.
You're welcome.
Big dog, thank you for your company. So
Been bloody good, mate.
no, it's been an absolute cracker. Look, guys, this has to be one of the best oceanside campsites that I've been to. It was a bit of a, we kind of organised this one on a bit of a whim, really.
We did.
And
lastminute.com, which worked out real well for us.
No, look, it was absolutely brilliant. And I think, having the Jimnys set up similar but different, having the FJ set up like an absolute zombie apocalypse car,
Yep.
Some great food, great company. This is just awesome vistas here. So, it is. If you get an opportunity to come up this way, enjoy yourself up here. Always remember, clean up your campsite, guys. And we will see you on the next episode of The Mighty Overlander. Enjoy your overlanding adventures, and I'll see you next time.
Later.